Tony Yannuzzi back here with you from beautiful Tequesta, Florida, in my gorgeous new man cave in progress. And I'm on GoTarryn TV.
Hey everybody, welcome to GoTarryn TV today. I'm Tarryn, the traveling trainer from Atlanta, Georgia, and side by side we have returning all the way from Tequesta, Florida, Mr. Tony Yannuzzi. Tony, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. The wedding's getting closer, and a lot of things are going on, often all at once, and making me a little bit crazy, but I know it'll be all worth it in the end. I'm just glad to be back here on your show.
It will, yeah. This is the monthly time for you to come visit here in April, and that means that next month is going to be the wedding, and it'll be the very first time that I get to meet both you and your beautiful bride. And I got to start out by saying, first of all, Tony, thank you so much for your understanding. I flubbed up when I did the ticketing. I didn't think about coming in the night before, and I just totally feel terrible about that, so I apologize. But I'll be coming in nonetheless Saturday morning and reporting straight to the wedding.
Well, I have to say, at the very least, I gotta take half that blame because, well, you didn't ask about it. I didn't actually tell you, and it was like a collective brain fart where I actually thought, well, wait a minute. Friday's the rehearsal. I don't think he knows, and that's where the confusion started. So it is half my fault. And as long as we're on the subject of a wedding, to everybody out there watching, we don't rehearse this. This is something I'm telling you for the first time. You, Tarryn, the traveling trainer. As far as who is walking with you during the ceremony, you will be escorting my future 13-year-old niece, Haley.
Oh, very cool. Nice, Tony. Well, let me say this, Tony. That's exciting, and I got to tell you, too, because I don't think I mentioned this before, I've actually never been in a wedding, believe it or not. I have never. This will be the first time I'm ever as a groomsman or, at a rehearsal dinner, or at a wedding, I should say, and missing the rehearsal dinner, because there's things like that that I don't even think about. So really, when I was scheduling and booking my itinerary, all that was going through my head was, okay, Tony's wedding, and then Saturday afternoon, okay, I'll have to make sure I'm there in the morning. So again, I just got to say, I'm not trying to make excuses or anything like that, but again, I'm so sorry. I've just never been in one. So I'm looking forward to it. It'll be my very first time in a wedding as a groomsman, so it'll be exciting.
Well, and it feels like an honor that it's going to be my wedding, that you're going to be a first-time groomsman, and I'm only sorry I couldn't participate in your wedding, even though I know that I was invited, and B, you really would have wanted me actually participating in the ceremony. I know you had your own issues with invitations. I'm actually having my own issues with invitations.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tricky, isn't it?
A lot of things are going on with related to planning, even stuff I didn't even imagine
right.
A groom would have to worry about. So
yeah, and especially for first time, it's not like you've done this before too, so
and hopefully never again, if you know what I mean.
Exactly, we're learning this as we go along, but that's exciting, Tony, and again, the days are just counting on, and I can't wait. I'll be finally able to meet you. I've told this story to countless number of people, friends, clients, and it's the craziest story because they ask, where are you going? And I'm like, oh, Palm Beach to be a groomsman in a wedding. Oh, and they say, oh, it must be a really good friend. How do you guys know each other? And I say, well, actually, I've never met him in person before, but this will be the first time meeting face to face. I get the weirdest reactions, and it's like the craziest thing. So, again, it's wild.
Well, it's funny because I was just at my optometrist last week. In fact, I don't know if you can see too clearly, but I actually recently shaved, and I am growing my beard back in just enough to trim it all nicely for my wedding.
Nice.
And I'm only wearing a hat today because I am actually having a bad hair day, so that's why I still have the hat. But the point is, because of the wedding, I'm having, thanks to my mom, thanks to my sister, I'm having a slow makeover. And the point is, I am getting a new pair of glasses. I was just at my optometrist
Oh, nice.
right across, literally across the street, and I saw her once in 2011. She knows she's friends with my stepmother. My buddy and fellow groomsman Matt McCurry goes to her, and she's really very nice. And her staff, when I was trying to figure out my insurance, they were able to help me. Very helpful staff. I mean, and half the exam was just her, or almost all the exam was her asking me questions about Katie and questions about the wedding, and asking if I'm going to my stepbrother's wedding, which I am. In fact, the 29th is the rehearsal for that, and the 30th, of course, is the wedding. Katie and I are flying to Maryland, Annapolis, Maryland, with my own, with my own family. We're meeting them there, and I guess you call it a dry run for Katie and I. But the whole point is, I was at the optometrist to get a new pair of glasses, and again, just anybody in the Jupiter Tequesta area, they're looking for an optometrist or just somewhere to get an eye exam. Dr. Lori McConnell of Private Eyes Optical is really very nice. The best the best I've ever experienced, and her staff again is very helpful. And anybody looking for an eye exam in the Jupiter Tequesta area, she's very good. I just wanted to get that plug out there because I know we all like to plug our French and happen to be in the business of helping others, whether it be traveling trainers or people in the medical professions. So I just want to get that out there.
Absolutely.
But so yeah, I'm circling back. I am getting a new pair of glasses. Probably not in time for my stepbrother Travis's wedding, but definitely in time for my own wedding. So something, as my sister says, to make me look 36 and not 56. At the time I got these, in all fairness, I was in New Hampshire, and these were the best of their selection, and I was pretty much stuck because I needed new glasses. It was kind of an emergency. But I'm going to be getting new ones in a couple of weeks, and it'll all be good.
Excellent, Tony. Well, also on we got to say, the last several weeks, I don't know if you've been able to catch any of the video blogs I've been doing with the Glow girls and the Glow fans. You've become a very hot topic. A lot of the Glow people are talking about you, and so it's almost like they've adopted you as their extended family member.
Yeah, oh, well, it's funny because, first of all, I love all the Glow girls, all the Glow girls, all the Glow fans. I just recently saw your blog with Miss Hollywood, and really enjoyed that. I love everybody associated with Glow, but I gotta say, half of me feels honored to be so acknowledged in all these interviews from women that I used to watch on TV, albeit very sparingly, but I still did watch on TV, even though I didn't know exactly what was going on. But my point is that, as honored as I feel, part of me still, even though I know it's not, malicious or anything, half of me wants to strangle you, if you know what I mean. But
Yeah,
still, it is a great honor, and I appreciate it.
well, it's funny. I was saying this too. I think that they keep asking us to go to the cruise, but we ought to invite them and ask them to crash the wedding. So maybe they can pull that off. When they're done with the cruise, they can come by and crash the wedding. They can make it in time.
Well, as much as I would love that, I think my in-laws would disown me, but we can try.
I think it'd be really cool if they popped in and they could do like a group rap and congratulate you on the wedding, because they're finishing with their cruise, I think, on Thursday or Friday, so it's perfect timing. They could just sail right over and.
Well, in all seriousness, I do think it's a cool idea, and I've come to realize that you can pull off almost anything. I mean, I talked to Sean at the gym at Tequesta Fitness, and he was viewing part of of one of my videos. I think it was the last month's blog. Point is, he couldn't watch it all in one sitting because he had clients, but he saw the first part, and he came to me at the gym just to say hi and said, "I started watching your video," and he sort of it's like, so all these women wrestlers are calling you. And before he could say anything else, I said, "And somebody called me last night, and it was Gramlina." And he goes, "Oh my gosh, really?" So I mean, people, you know. So, but you know, in all seriousness, I do think it's a cool idea if they crashed, but and I know you're just the kind of guy to pull that off. Again, I'm sorry to be missing such a fun venture, but I am happy to see you.
Oh, likewise. Oh, that'd be wonderful. And don't worry too. On speaking about Hollywood, I've not given your cell phone number to her yet. Wouldn't do that without your permission or a heads up. So.
Well, at least now I know. So whatever you want to do,
Yeah,
it's up to you.
that's true.
I'll just answer the phone.
Yes, but yeah. So we'll definitely go next year for sure. We'll have a year's advance notice, so we'll be on that ship for sure, and that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it will. Yeah.
And speaking of them too, their extended family, I saw you were able to make friends with Dan Magnus, Roxy Astor's significant other. So let me ask you this, Tony, because last time I talked to you, I was mentioning one-on-one on this video blog to send him a friend request or have him friend you. So I don't think I got to ask you, but did you get to watch his video blog about his open heart surgery stories?
I actually did. I mean, I don't know if it was the last one or the one before, but I remember you telling me about Roxy's boyfriend Dan Magnus and his
Yeah.
heart surgeries and everything. And at the time, it was just like me telling you about who you're walking with. It was news to me.
Oh, okay.
But so then I was able, because you hadn't uploaded that video yet.
Yeah.
When you did, I was able to watch it. I'm like, wow. I mean, I'm not. I'm not a mixed martial artist by any means, but still a lot of parallels with
Yeah.
heart surgery, at least.
That's what I was thinking. I thought the same exact thing because, and so did Roxy, because the first time I told Roxy about you, she immediately thought of Dan, and she said, "Oh my God, Dan and Tony gotta meet each other." So I was thinking, now that I'm doing these video blogs more regularly, we could sometime do a three-way conference and have both you and Dan side by side with GoTarryn TV and talk about the experience and how everything's paralleled.
Oh, I'd actually love to do that.
Yeah, so those are, I found that because I've been trying to do that with Roxy Astor and Diana Prince, but I found that that's tricky because, as you know, it's hard enough to get scheduling syncing with two people, but with three people, that really throws a monkey wrench in there. But we'll make it work.
Yeah, I look forward to it. One other point I wanted to make about our Glow friends. My best man, Mr. Blake Norton, who you probably know from Facebook.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm a real night owl, and it's like a 6-hour time difference from here to Ireland. So we're pretty much online at the same time. So, I mean, one night he popped up, so hey, how's it going? I can't sleep, and obviously neither can you. So how's it going? And so we're bantering, and I go, facetiously I say, gee, I'm getting kind of tired of all these Gorgeous Slaves of Wrestling calling me, asking me to be on their cruise. It's so much of a hassle, blah, blah, blah. And of course he knew I was being facetious. It was like, what's Glow? And of course I forgot. He grew up in Ireland. He had no idea.
Ah, interesting.
So I summarized as best I could, that it was an 80s women's wrestling show. It was this cult classic phenomenon, and it was popular in the late 80s, early 90s, and now these women are doing a reunion cruise, and they want me to have my bachelor party on it. Wow. Come on, a bunch of hot women are asking you to have your bachelor party on a cruise ship? And I go, well, I'm talking about the unfortunate timing, and I said, Tarryn's trying to make it happen, and I told Tarryn that anyway, even if he has to kidnap me, I'm not above doing it, but only if he kidnaps me is how I think he could pull this off. And and then Blake ended with, "Well, I guess a club and a sack would do nicely, huh?" So who knows? But I mean, at least I was able to introduce Bill to somebody who had no idea before.
Yeah, it makes for a good movie story, Like I could see a film being made of something like that, where a guy's getting married and his
Yeah.
friend from another state kidnaps him and abducts him and puts him on a boat with the Glow Girls, and also, yeah. But also, Tony, Hollywood was telling me she's at the, well, by the time this video gets published, it's already passed, but as you and I are speaking, she's at the Cauliflower Alley Club. I'm sure you're familiar with that, and being honored there are both Ken Patera and Trish Stratus, and so I'm excited because Hollywood's told me that we'll be able to maybe satellite sync video them in from the Cauliflower Alley Club, and that way they can talk to us from that feed. So we'll see. I'm going to try to see if we can get that hooked up.
Well, that would be nice.
Yeah, absolutely. But with one more month left to go, Tony, any last final words? I make it sound like you're being sentenced to death, but we both know it's a great, wonderful experience. It's going to be the best thing that ever happened to you in your life. So let me ask you again, because I'll bring my video camera with me when I come down there, and you're going to be a busy, crazy madman, so I'm not even going to pretend to ask if we can maybe do like a 5-minute interview there from the wedding itself. But I'll definitely have my video because I want a footage of everything going on. I want to videotape all the groomsmen and the bridesmaids and the whole process, and that way I can make like a little blog of it itself. And then after you get married, my plan was to show that footage and then interview you 1 month after the honeymoon to see how everything's going from there.
I would absolutely love that. Again, I'm really in no control of how busy I'll be
Yep.
on the day, obviously. But I would love to do something like that.
Yeah, so I'll be ready. I'll definitely bring this, my camera stuff with me, so that'll be great.
That actually brings up the point of I don't know specifics, but I know there'll be a little break between the ceremony and the reception.
Okay.
But I think that's for pictures, for the photographer, obviously.
Yeah.
I think they'll have to involve the groomsmen. Again, I'm not sure of details. I'm not sure how long people will be able to, be on their own between, ceremony and reception. But I'll have to keep you posted because, I don't want to keep anybody any longer than they have to be, obviously.
Yeah, I totally understand.
Details I'll have to get with you directly about that, but no promises. But
Sure. Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Well, again, Tony, I'm really looking forward to finally being able to meet you. Here we are, 1 month away, and I can't wait. I'm excited, and so all the best of luck to you. Anything else to add before we let you go today? Actually, let me ask you. Let's plug your contact information too before we let you go as well.
Okay, contact information. Tony Yannuzzi on Facebook. I'm sure I have my name down there.
Mm-hmm.
And Twitter is at sayscalled, SAYSCALLED. And almost anything you see on Facebook is actually cross-posted from Twitter. So that's how most of my social media is controlled. But and my email address is tony.yannuzzi@gmail. So those are the three main ways you can get in touch with me if you want to get in touch with me.
All right, perfect, Tony. Well, again, we'll have that contact info as always when we fade to black here. But Tony, it's going to be wonderful to meet you again. I do apologize for messing up on my end with the booking the flight before thinking that through, but I definitely will be there. I wouldn't miss your wedding for the world, so I will be at your wedding, and I'm looking forward to meeting you and Katie and wishing you guys all the best.
Well, I am almost, I say almost, almost as excited to be meeting you in person, in the flesh, to where I can actually shake your hand, almost, than actually getting married. I say almost, so nothing. But
No,
yeah, so I mean, I'm obviously, like I told my dad, I said, I know if you had any objections to this, you would have spoken up by now. So so the point is, I know I'm doing the right thing by marrying Katie, and I know she puts up with a lot, even if she doesn't say so. So I appreciate that. And so yeah, having everybody from Ireland, from high school, from college, from Atlanta, Korea, Prodigy, everybody in one building
yep.
for at least one day is going to be very exciting.
It's going to feel surreal, Tony. I can tell you that.
And one last thing, I just want to say thank you to every Glow Girl who has acknowledged me in any way, shape, or form. I appreciate what you do for Tarryn Show. I appreciate the acknowledgement and love that you project not only onto his show, but also the fact that I'm his friend. So thank you to the Glow Girls.
Hey, Tony, thank you so much for saying that. I really appreciate it. That's a great note to leave on. And again, Tony, it's going to be great. It'll be awesome to be there on your very special day, and I'm looking forward to it. It'll be the best day of your life, and I'm just happy that I get to be a little small part of that and enjoy it with you. So we'll let you go, Tony. Enjoy the rest of your week. Yes.
One last thing I wanted to say
Yeah.
since I was on camera. If you want to lead the wife home with the kid and invite either Stevie Richards or Diamond Dallas Page, that's your business. Wink, wink.
We'll see if they make it out. Let's maybe they'll crash the wedding as well. All right, Tony. Well, hey, man, take care as always. Great interview, and I will look forward to talking to you soon. And have a good rest of your day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, folks. Here comes Tony's contact info right now.